a power supply, a UI reveal that might not be exactly what you think it is, and some really cool things coming down the pike very, very soon. All this and more on this Good Times Newsline. That's right. I'm Rich. This is Bacon Ice Cream Productions and Team RTFC. And hey, welcome. Welcome back, right? It's been a little bit since we've done a newsline, let alone another video that isn't the Evercast, as we now settling in here on the Bacon Ice Cream channel. We've got the good old Evercast talking about the fine Evercade. There's one hanging out over there. Some games right here, yeah. So anyway, there was some cool stuff that happened in the Amico world in the last couple days, and I just figured, there was some cool stuff happening. Some guy jumped on a story. I heard about it through a couple friends, and they were talking about all sorts of cool stuff that related to the UI, and I got really excited. I'm like, oh, sweet. Did they do the reveal? Did I miss something? Nah, maybe not. But we'll get to that in just a second. So first, I wanted to just talk about something that got shared by Tommy on the social medias, Facebook groups, and I think he even put it on Twitter. I'm not sure. I found it on the Facebook group because I'm in both the Amico Society and the Intellivision Amico Club is now what it's called on Facebook, which is kind of cool. It's a cool group. They just crested over 2,000 members, which is pretty neat. Amico Society is over, was it 600, almost 700 or something now? So they're trucking along, all sorts of fun stuff going in there. If you guys are interested in Amico, go over to Facebook and check it out. There's all sorts of cool people talking Amico and getting excited and all that kind of good stuff. So go over there. There'll be links down below and all that kind of stuff. But what did he share? He shared a picture of a power supply. I mean, okay. Why were you excited about a power supply? I mean, nothing. There's nothing major about a power supply, but it is kind of cool that not only is he showing, like, oh, cool, here's another component that's going to come with your Amico, and he got it in his hand. So that means it's being produced, right? We already have it. They're fabbing them, that kind of stuff. But it actually also, on the front of it, has either laser etched or something, the logo. It says just Intellivision Amico. You're like, all right, well, what does that matter? Well, not a lot of power supplies actually have that. Usually it's just some generic label on the back. Just a flat brick with maybe a light on it. And then in the back, you got, your UI information, or UL. What is it? Underwriters Laboratories? Yeah. And all the other information, like what kind of power it puts out, and all the regs and specs and stuff like that you have to have on the power supply. But then you just basically throw it in the back of your entertainment center and you forget about it, right? Until you move or you do something, right? And then you go into the rat's nest and you're pulling all sorts of crazy stuff out and you look at it and you go, oh, wait, oh, crap, I unplugged it. I unplugged the thing from this thing, and now I've got a brick, and what does this go to? It's kind of neat. Because, again, some companies do this and some companies don't. But good on the small things for Intellivision. Actually just slapping that logo right on there, because you know what it's there for then, right? Good. I mean, because sometimes they do put it on the back label, right? It says Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo or whatever. But yeah, you know what? Good on them. Just slap that Amico logo on there, because why not, right? All right. So, that was pretty cool. And apparently we're going to be hearing some more things. There was an interview that said that, like, in the next 7 to 14 days from that interview, which is about, was it 3 or 4 days now ago, that we're going to get some more information about maybe possible release date information, maybe pushing into 2022. Sad face, little tears. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens, right? All right, cool. So then there was the buddies, right? Someone in the friends group was like, oh, cool. There's some good dude who put out this video about a new UI. It was like pictures of it. The guy was, he knew some dude who was of a Crayola, and then, like, they should have a picture of the UI. I was like, really? All right, well, let's check it out. So I watched the video, and I did indeed see a picture. This picture right there, right? And at first glance, I was like, oh, I see what happened here. the guy was talking in the video. I was like, oh, here's a picture of the UI or a first draft of the UI or something like that. I was like, oh, cool. All right. Well, I mean, if someone just showed up at Crayola and didn't have any conversations with Tommy or anyone else from Intellivision or anyone else, they might not have known. Oh, well, the thing you're looking at here is not actually the UI, right? What it is the back end of the developer portal, because the red Amico, the one that was pictured in the screen, the red Amico was in developer kit mode. So you see all the cool things that they're doing. Most of those builds that were on that Amico were stuff that was still in progress. Some of them were the latest builds. Some of them were a couple builds back. Things were in flux before that Crayola event, apparently in the Intellivision world. So some things got updated, some things didn't, some things they didn't even worry about because they weren't like really going to show anything there. It was really just meant to play XYZ games: Astro Smash, Biplanes, Shark, Evil Knievel, Sideswipers, Flying Tigers, and some Space Strikers, right? So maybe a couple more. Maybe I think Moon Patrol was on there. Astro Smash definitely. I think I just said that, but but they'd had all these other builds of games that we never saw, right? But there were some cool things in there, right? Well, that screen that you see in the bigger picture, right, is only for developers. So like the UI, as far as us consumers, it's never going to look like that because that's just simply for developers, right? It's only going to be back-end stuff. No one is going to see like that. So it's cool. It's cool to see the inside peek, the inside look, but it is not necessarily the UI. Now the guy goes further, and he goes, well, look, there's a picture. There's a picture on the top left. That's totally the UI. It is. Yeah, well, it's close. Maybe. But even still, that particular screenshot thumbnail of a picture of something through the words of people at Intellivision Entertainment themselves, hate to disappoint, but they are rough drafts of what may or may not have become elements of the actual UI. Now, you can say, all right, well, this guy's just talking smack. This guy, Rich, he doesn't know anything from Adam. What does he know? Well, I just so happened to have been at the Friday event over at Retro Bros House and at Crayola during the, semi before and definitely after stuff. So I got to see on the other console that was to the left of that picture, that actually had a semi-current build of what may be, so it's still in development and testing and molding and all that kind of stuff, may be the UI. And I can tell you that from the thumbnail image that was on there, right, to the actual UI, there are grave differences. There's all sorts of crazy stuff. Now, am I going to say, like, oh, well, there's an element that might look like a big bubble or a screen or a circle or whatever that looks like the thing that's in the UI, and I'm going to tell you, no, none of it's true? Like, no, there are certain things that are in there that do look kind of like it, but it's not the same. It's not the same. That little image, it's not. I could say that you might have the smallest glimpse of what the actual UI is. But let me tell you, it is cool, it is vibrant, it is colorful, it is neat to see, but it is not mine to share, right? Like more details of what it is or what the thing is or the famed story behind all that kind of stuff. It's not my story to tell. I'm not an employee of Intellivision. I don't know anything else about it. I just was the guy that saw that and was kindly asked, hey, look, like, I'm not going to make you sign anything or whatever, but just don't go blasting stuff all over the place, like that horn, right? Don't go out there with the horn on the train and just say, this is it. This is all you get. So I'm like, all right, cool. I respect that. It's cool enough that some guy from Intellivision, right, Tommy and other people from Intellivision just show randomly up at some dude's house and go, hey, like, check out this cool console, right? I mean, that's when the heck does that ever happen in my life, right? Never. So a guy tells me like, hey, I'm going to show you all this cool stuff. But this kind of stuff, you know, we got some cool, exciting things. If you keep it under wraps, it'd be kind of cool. I was like, of course I'm going to do that. What am I going to do? I'm going to be a mean guy and just, you know, rain on everyone's parade? No, no. That's not how we roll over here for Bacon Ice Cream Productions anyway. But, so there's some other things were said. I mean, talking about like, it was, I don't know, I think this guy said the guy that was there didn't like the console and the games were blah and the disc didn't work and all kind of, oh, that's right. He said something else about this, right? And he showed a picture, right? This is the picture. And he's like, oh, I played Astro Smash and the controller was upside down and blah, 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 whatever. Well, if you look at the picture, right? So Astro Smash, I'm going to pull my Evercade, right? Astro Smash, is meant to be played like two ways, right? You know, you got the D-pad, right? You can play it anyway. You can play it anyway. But you can play the D-pad this way, right? You can play the D-pad this way. You know, the old school Intellivision with the buttons on the side, right? Yeah. You could play it this way, right? Which was kind of how it was pictured, right? You know, there's a D-pad on the right with the touchscreen on the left, right? That's what the picture says, with the thing coming out of the top, right here. So the controller's actually literally upside down. Right? The picture is upside down as well. Does it matter? No, it doesn't. Because on Amico, you could orient the screen however you want. Now, did the user know while they were playing the game that you have to hit the button for the menu, right, to pause the game, and then tilt the controller the way you want it oriented, right? And in the pause menu, it will then reorient the screen. And then you hit the pause button again to then resume action. Did you know that? Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you just turned the controller over thinking that it was going to just reorient on its own. It didn't. And you're like, whoa, you know, didn't work. It's not supposed to work that way. I mean, things that are asked and answered. But anyway, so in order to do that, just little tip, when you guys get your Amicos, if you want to have it reorient, you have to have the controller one way, hit the button, right, the menu button, then tilt your controller, watch it reorient, hit the button, you're good. That's how it works. Anyway, all right, cool. So then he said something about the battery. And look, you know, some of these controllers were, you know, admittedly, they were Frankenstein, right? Some of them, you know, got slapped together because they were sitting on a desk. They needed some. They grabbed them from the desk. And it could have been a controller that they literally hand put together to have, you know, all the correct batteries, to make sure everyone terminal, whatever, maybe not, whatever, right? Also, the controllers were used all night long the night before. Yeah, and they were charged overnight, right? But did they get charged adequately? Did something bump in the middle of the night and then didn't charge it all the way? No one knows. No one knows. And also, during the event, of course, it was being used from, what was it, 10 to 4, 10 to 3, 10 to 2, something like that. You know, like, so they were passing them around all over the place. You know, everyone was jamming on buttons or getting disconnected from one controller, you know, console to another, and, you know, like all sorts of things that were not intended use cases for the device were happening on the controller. So is it an adequate test of like battery life or anything like that? No, of course not. But whatever. I mean, again, just a dude. I showed up. I played some Amico. I was smiles. I went home, right? Both times. So, anyway, hopefully that cleared up some of the stuff that might have been on that video. That, yeah, the person that makes the video, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he'll go back and be like, oh yeah, you know, yeah, this my source said this and whatever, and I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter to me. You know, you do whatever you want. You say whatever you want. Again, just some dude likes Amico, likes Intellivision, is happy to play with friends and family. You know, like I got two little ones. One's not yet old enough to play, and one is. You know, I got my wife who just likes the kind of casual, just sit down and mess around stuff. So this is perfect for us. You know, that's why I'm getting one, right? And of course, I like the old Intellivision, right? There's some cool games. They're going to be reimagined on the console, right? You know, Astro Smash and, you know, and everything. Like, you know, even Evil Knievel. I mean, I made that video when I went and played. The reason why I did Evel Knievel as a feature for the report on the Crayola event itself when I was there, was because I have that game on the phone I'm using to record this video on right now. I even have it on my work phone. And I play it all the time. It's cool. You know who else plays it? My 5-year-old. He loves it. He calls it the jumpy game. I don't know, he just likes it. And he wants to play it on the TV. Like, all right, cool. Well, how else do you play it? Right? You know, yeah, I guess cast it to the TV from my phone, I guess. But wouldn't it be cool if I could sit down there and play multiplayer? Well, Evel Knievel on the iOS doesn't have multiplayer, and the one on the Amico does. It's kind of cool. I don't know. Guess I'll get one. Anyway, I mean, clearly I'm getting one. Look, you know, there's all the games right there, just sitting there, ready to rock. All I need is an Amico. So, someone over in Intellivision could solve that for me. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That'd be great. Love to get my Founders Edition and play that, or the others that I've pre-ordered, because I don't know, it's crazy. I want to just spread them around the family. You know, like I think I got a VIP on order. I'm gonna give that to, you know, the brother-in-law, or put it in the other room or something like that. You know, got another one at GameStop, because I just, you know, I want to see them. I want to see them and see what the differences is. Anyway, if I keep it or not, I don't know. We'll see what happens with the Galaxy Purple Amigos, but I do want to see it, just to see what it looks like. But anyway, that's another story for another day. But speaking of other things for other days, I do want to talk almost at length about this guy right here, about these guys, about these games right here. And I've been doing a lot of cool digging around. I've been doing a lot of cool looking in and research, and I got something cool for you guys. So I wanted to do something that was more elaborate, but I figured that the time is not in my favor right now, because obviously there's a lot of things going on, life and all that stuff. But so again, another story for another day. But there's some cool stuff that I want to say. So I might actually do another video kind of like this, maybe, I don't know, on a trip that I'm going on soon or something like that. I'll just stop and take a minute and talk about it. I wanted to, like I said, I wanted to do a little more elaborate thing. Maybe later, do something cool. But I just want to kind of get this out there now, because so many people are talking about this, and I just want to hit the points that I want to talk about, and just say what I say and move on. But anyway, what do you guys think? What do you guys think of the news line? Kind of just chill, you know, talking about one subject, that kind of thing. What do you guys think? Yeah, we're just gonna wrap it up. It'll be short. I know those hour-long things there. Hit me up down below. Let me know in the comments. You know, you got any more questions about, you know, the other things that we're talking about, the power supply, or my experience at Crayola, or anything like that? Just, again, hit me down below. I'll be happy to talk to you. You know, give me another suggestion. Maybe we'll do some more videos and talk about that kind of stuff, right? If you guys are, you know, wanting information about, you know, my experiences with the Amigo and what I might know. Not much more than what I just talked about, but anyway, cool. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chilling with me. Don't forget, too, you know, we've got the friends. There they are. Give them the likes, give them the subs, give them all that kind of cool stuff. I still haven't updated it because, you know, my life is crazy right now, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. All right, Pete. Yes, I know you're not OEB Pete anymore. You're Classic Gaming Keep, but you're up there. You're in there. You're a friend. You're cool. All right, good. All right, don't forget, too, to check us out on Saturdays for the Evercast, where we talk about the Evercade. Very soon, we'll be talking about the Evercade VS. Yes. Yes. There is a delay on the thing. I got an email from Funstock this morning saying that there might be further delays because of shipping containers and all that kind of stuff. Whatever. Whenever it gets there. When it gets here, it gets here, and then this will grow. We'll get more. I have more shelf space or something like that. I have to put a box on a box or something. I don't know. We'll just start stacking Evercade cartridges all over the place. And then we'll have good times with Evercade and arcade carts, because there'll be 4 new carts to talk about, plus the Intellivision collection, which is going to be awesome, and the Bitmap Brothers collection, which would be neat. They give us some more stuff to talk about on the Evercast. Because, well, I mean, there's plenty to talk about now, but it's all like rumors and speculation and all that kind of stuff. But we have fun. We have a good time. So come on over. on Saturdays. Check us out on the Evercast. It's me and Ed, Retro KillDashNine, and Classic Gaming Pete. Classic Gaming Fun Pete. And, of course, Crow from the Crow Continuum. All right. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. We will catch you next time for some good times and some news. I'm Rich, and we'll see you later. Take it easy, guys.
Team RTFC.baconicecream.com